I am going through my 82 Fleer cards. I'm taking a lot of my cards and getting them out of the binders and putting them into these shoe boxes because it's an easier way for me to deal with it and to store them. And I think it's also a little bit safer, but I'll talk about that later on a different video. So these are the 82 Fleer cards, and I've started on the 83 also, so they're kind of over here. But here's some of the cards in this set. There is a Reggie Jackson's regular card, and that card, set it right there, is, I'm looking at the values and I've looked at some things, and if it's a perfect 10 graded, then it would be worth around $50 is what it says. I don't know if those are true or not. You can never, it's worth what you can get out of it, I guess. But Ricky Henderson, a couple of his cards that are not his rookie cards, but when he's very young player. A Nolan Ryan, that's one of his again later on in his career. Here's one that I'm not quite sure on, Pete Rose, and that card for some reason is listed on a couple of sites that I've seen as $1,000 card, so I'm not really sure why that is. There's Pete's former roommate or former teammate Johnny Bench. That's a valuable one. Basically your Hall of Famers, Mike Schmidt. And especially what I'm noticing is your Hall of Famers who are in the best at their position discussion. So Mike Schmidt is discussed as one of the greatest third basemen in history. I would never say he's the greatest because I come from Baltimore, and that means that the greatest is Brooks Robinson. So Carl Yastrzemski of the Red Sox is a valuable one. Dale Murphy, this is an early on card of his, but it's during his MVP type years, so that's a pretty valuable card. George Brett, always a great hitter. This one I love because it's Ozzie Smith with the Padres instead of the Cardinals. So that's before the trade where he was traded for Gary Templeton, which was, I thought the Padres were getting the better deal. Now, a couple of rookie cards. Dave Stewart, who later went on to pitch for the A's, that's his rookie card. And of course, this is the greatest card in this set, which is the Cal Ripken rookie, which if it were a 10, and I'm sure it's not a 10 on my part, but if it were, it's over a $2,000 card. Now, the exciting part, though, is after I was researching this a little bit, I found that a couple of these cards have errors, not those cards, but a couple of cards do. So I'm going to try and pull those out now that I didn't know I needed to even pull those cards out and see if I have the error card that's valuable or if I have the one that's not. So this guy's name is John Littlefield. I've never heard of him. If he's pitching left-handed on the card, it's worth $1,800. If he's pitching right-handed, it's worth $50. The figures. I would have the right-handed card of him, so I did not get the error card on that one. The other card that's like that is a Lee Smith rookie, 4603. Lee Smith rookie, and what makes it a rookie or an error is whether or not the Cubs insignia, oh, I got it. The Cubs thing is upside down on the corner of the card. So that one is the error card, and that makes the Lee Smith card 125 instead of 70, and that is his rookie. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into one of the hard card guards too. So got that now to add to the pile. So I'll let you know if I find anything good in the 83 Fleers or when I start looking at some of these supplies and that kind of stuff. Thanks for watching. J.A.K. Grant Reviews out.